Action. Okay, hey, this is Tyler, and I'm going to be making you a vegan peanut butter stir fry. So, the inspiration for this recipe is pretty simple. A lot of people in the class were vegans, and I wanted to make something that actually was like tasty. For me, I like stir fry stuff and Chinese, but today I'm going to be showing you how to make it. And first off, you need a cutting board. I'll show you what you need in order to make it. But right now on the stove I have onions that I've been sauteing with ginger and garlic. And right now I'm going to show you how to cut a Vidalia onion. It's really, really easy. So come on here, wife, camera, woman. So to cut a Vidalia onion, which might I add is high in vitamin C and has some calcium and iron. For me, I top and tail it, so I take off the top and I take off the bottom. And then right now, I slice pretty thinly because I don't want it to be that visible in the main dish. And then they have a natural rings, so then if you cut down here, you can use the bear claw, but I don't really see it's necessary to stop you cutting. And switch it on its side, and you cut it and to the consistency you want. You can actually go smaller than this, you can go bigger than this. And yeah, so that's personally how I cut Vidalia onions. Right now, I'm going to show you what's in the pot, so come with me. So this is the onions and ginger and garlic. It's been sauteing, sweating, and then I need to stop for a little bit. So now I'm going to wait for this to get onto a high enough temperature. So when you're making this, you want to make sure that your pan is heated correctly. And so to saute means to jump. So when I was cooking the onions, they looked like they were doing a little dance. And so you want to be able to heat up your pan adequately and then spray your coconut spray. So I added the coconut spray, the onions first, 3 or 4 minutes, just till they're translucent, no color. Color would add great flavor too. But then you add the ginger and garlic, but you want to make sure it's high so it quickly cooks, but you don't want to make it too high and not move it around, because then you burn the garlic and that's not a good taste. So I'm going to show you how to cut ginger in an easier way than how you have been before. So come on in. So I just cut off a piece of ginger, and what I like to do and what I've learned is that through my grandmothers and my grandmother and my mom, our Chinese heritage, that you peel it with a spoon and it's a whole lot easier. And instead of using a knife where you lose a lot of the actual ginger. So now this is here. Most people would cut it up in little like batons from here, like slice it into discs, and then. But for me, I personally like to kind of like cut it like a root. Excuse me. I like to cut it like it's an onion. So how an onion, not like how I showed you, but how an onion has a root. So I go in a little bit with your knife. You want to make sure your fingers are on the top. You don't want to cut them. And then see the fan like. So now I cut down. Still not cutting all the way, because you want to keep that little end because it holds it in place. And now you slice your knife and make sure you have a very sharp knife. And then look, you don't have to dice it up. You can dice it a little bit more, but it's really, really simple. So that's how I cut ginger. So I have pre-weighed out 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, 3 tablespoons of peanut butter, 4 ounces of water, and 3 ounces of coconut milk. And this is just straight up top ramen that you can get at the Rams Resource Center. And because it's obviously cheap and it's very affordable, and I'm not going to use a salt packet because there's going to be enough salt because of the sodium from the soy sauce, and there's a lot of salt in the actual ramen itself. So Now, I'm going to show you, come in here. So I'm going to deglaze the pan with soy sauce. I'm going to put it pretty high because I know that I'm going to, I want this video not to be over 10 minutes long. So, here is my peanut butter and onion and soy sauce mixture, if you want to get a little close-up of that. This is, like, I just want it to melt, the peanut butter to melt a little bit, and maybe sticking together a little bit. But this is the point where you want to add in, oh, I forgot one of the main ingredients of the dish. Wow. Another thing that you can get at the Rams Resource Center, I forgot this the last time too. It's crazy. I got, this is why you get everything together, not at 9 o'clock at night before your wife leaves for work. So this is just a can of vegetables. I said something different in the recipe, but this is just, it's mixed vegetables, no salt added. So it has carrots, potatoes, peas, corn, green beans, celery, lima beans. You can get anything, really anything. And this is going to be one of the cans that you're going to get at the Rams Resource Center as well. Yeah, it's a little too high. Anyway, I'm going to deglaze again because I may have burnt a little bit because of the distraction with the water and the coconut milk. Now you basically want to combine this together, and then you want to add your noodles, not with the salt packet, of course. So the noodles will cook in this after you break it up a little bit, which is one of the steps before. You want to cook this down so the noodles cook. And then you want to add your vegetables too, because you want everything to warm through. The vegetables just, vegetables are good. That's what they teach you in college and nutrition. What you need in life is just more vegetables and more fruit. Very vibrant colors. Video's gonna run long, but I'm sure you're enjoying my personality. Hi, Dr. Leonard. My wife is wonderful doing this right before her work. She works the third shift. She's amazing. She's blushing. So, get a close up of this. See, the peanut butter melts, and then it comes a really nice thick sauce. But you really want those noodles to cook, so I'm just gonna keep it on high for a little bit while watching it, because I realized I kind of burnt a little bit because of the that one little can. Forgot the can opener last time. This time is different. So, I'll show you what else I did. I cut up scallions and cilantro. Keep them in the same bowl. Which you could like do a little teaspoon of each, tablespoon of each. I'm gonna keep going. And that's gonna be the garnish because there's a lot of fresh flavor that you're gonna get. So scallions are actually high in vitamin A and flavonoids, which are a type of phenolic phytochemical, which is an antioxidant. And according to healthline.com, coconut milk is really, really good. Sorry, not coconut milk, sorry. According to healthline.com, the bioactive compound in ginger is called gingerol, and that is an antioxidant and an anti-inflammatory. And antioxidants very good for health. Still discovering a lot of stuff about it. So, if you can come in. See, I've noticed I feel my noodles, and they're not really quite cooking all the way, and it's a little dry. So, what you do, just add a little more water.
not a lot. You just want to add enough to keep cooking the noodles while still having that sauce-like texture. Consistency, that's what it is. Consistency. And this is, again, vegan. You're getting your ramen, your carbohydrates from your the Range Resource Center, as well as the can of vegetables that you're repurposing into something that's not boring, you know, just like a whole thing of vegetables. So now the dish is basically done. As soon as the noodles are cooked here, and you can just text that by pushing them in a little bit, and also trained professional will do that at home. Yeah, noodles are really good. It's really good. And I wish you could be here. Maybe we'll have you over sometime. You're a good teacher, Dr. Leonard. That's not me sucking up. So now I'm gonna plate it. I have these cute little bowls that we got as newlyweds. So serving sizes, a little too much. The nutrition facts I actually put in 2 servings, maybe 2 Tyler size servings, but healthily not so much. So I'm just gonna put a little bit in here. Disregard me dropping things on the floor. So, after this, and you just garnish with your cilantro and your scallions, and that's going to add a really nice freshness to the whole dish. So you could customize this, any type of canned vegetables, any type of anything, really. I'm going to picture for the sexies later. Sorry, that's a reference to a cooking show I watched. So, basically you want to have some fun, you know? You want to find out what works for you. I made this recipe because peanut butter is delicious. I want to make stuff for vegan stuff, but for vegan people too. And honestly, you just feel better when you eat just vegetables. Thank you so much. That was my presentation on my peanut butter. The name's going to change. Peanut butter noodle stir fry.